On today's show, see an inspirational documentary about seniors going to college.
And listen up for some club and sporting announcements.
I'm Ashley Needs.
And I'm Gabby Carden.
And Coyote Nation TV Live starts now.
We're almost at the end of this week, and I'm really excited because there's stuff going on today, tomorrow, and Saturday.
Yeah, but that also means we have a lot to announce.
Oh, forgot about that. But you guys just better sit back, relax, and enjoy this show.
First off, we have some people to congratulate.
Powerlifting competed in the Sunnyvale Invitational 2 Saturdays ago, and oh my goodness, they can really lift some weight.
Congratulations to Blaze Ferguson, who placed third, lifting 630 pounds.
Larry Rittenhouse, who placed third, lifting 965 pounds.
Connor Wolf, who also placed third, lifting 970 pounds.
Cameron Rose placed third as well, lifting 1,165 pounds. Yeesh, that's a lot of weight. Congrats, guys.
Caleb Arnold placed second, lifting 1,230 pounds.
And finally, Tucker Rowland placed first, lifting a whopping 1,430 pounds.
Seriously, congrats to you guys.
And for our girls, Soraya Cadillo placed third, lifting 645 pounds.
Peyton Davison placed first, lifting 690 pounds.
Emma Dang placed first, lifting 730 pounds.
Nari Sherman lifted 735 pounds, which got her a first place title.
And to finish us off, Nancy Youssef placed first when she lifted 900 pounds.
Wow, good job, guys. Also, there was a Princeton Invitational for powerlifting last Saturday.
Cameron Rose placed third, lifting 1,180 pounds.
Blaze Ferguson placed second, lifting 635 pounds.
Nancy Youssef placed second, lifting 920 pounds.
And first place went to Tucker Rowland, lifting 1,450 pounds.
That is seriously impressive, guys.
You know something else that is pretty serious, Gabby? College. Seniors, you should know this by now, but the Ghost Center is back.
Thank goodness, I'm only a sophomore. Today, there was another session for the Go Center, but if you missed it, just try to remember there's another session coming up February 8th, and you can go and get information about college.
Yep, if you'd like to sign up, check out the Heritage Counselors website, and you can click on the Counseling Connection section and then click on Go Center.
Another great way to prepare for college is by going to the college fair, which was last night. Actually.
Yeah, I heard you went. How did it go?
It was actually really interesting. I talked to like 10 colleges, and it was really inspirational, especially for juniors and seniors looking into colleges.
That's awesome. Actually, CNTV's Julia McComas shows us how 2 specific students are using high school to prepare for their future.
It's going to be the starting point just to the rest of your life, basically. So as much as scary as it is, it's going to be just really good in general.
4 years may seem like a long time, especially when it's spent sitting in a classroom. However, it was in that time that senior Steph Halsey and Robert Williams were truly able to get the most out of their high school experience.
From freshman year, my mom told me that grades mattered. I know a lot of people kind of slacked off freshman year, like, oh, I can bring it up later, but she drilled that day one, so I've always just been focused on grades and doing my best on everything.
Since from a young age, I've been reading just anything I could, and my parents always said I love school, love going to school. Was one of those kids who say no, I want to go to school. Just I want to go out. English was my favorite stuff, so I would go for that. And then as I grew up and actually got to high school, I thought, oh, wow, this is way harder.
Although they have different interests, both Steph and Robert's high school careers have helped them decide what they want to do in life.
I've always known I wanted to be a teacher, but up until a month ago, I wasn't sure whether I wanted to be elementary or middle school teacher. And then I'm part of ISM, which is Independent Study and Mentorship. And so right now I'm shadowing a middle school teacher, actually, and I hang out with him 2 or 3 times a week, and I sit in on his classes and hang out with the 6th graders, and I realized that's not for me. I like the little kids, so yeah.
I have never taken an art class before, my sophomore year, so I had just been winging it and getting advice from my grandpa and all my friends. like I basically just like tried to self-teach myself, and once I actually got into my first art class, I realized, wow, I'm doing a lot of things wrong. Yeah, and like the art classes that really shaped like my personality and just like how I handle everything when it comes to my art.
Steph and Robert plan on furthering their education in order to achieve their goals.
Because I can't just walk in front of a class today and start teaching. Like there are certain things you need to know, skills you need to have to be an effective teacher and to teach the kids the material that they need to. Not just teach it to them, but teach them in an interesting way where they're going to remember and actually care about what you're saying. You know, anyone can just get up there and blab, but it takes a good teacher and someone who has the skills that I believe they teach you in college to become an effective teacher.
Just trying just trying as many things as I can, basically, for just the art form I'm trying to get. I've been trying out different styles of work, different programs, different just like materials, just to get a feel of what tools I'm good with, the tools I'm not good with, tools I could improve with, and just setting up to actually get out into college and do it for, eventually do it for a living.
I'm both inspired and scared for my last 2 years of high school.
I think I'm honestly just scared.
Let's just switch the subject then.
Good idea. Why don't we go ahead and finish up our announcements?
Good idea. Starting next week, you can try out to be part of the mascot and cheer squad for next year.
You can find info about tryouts on the flyers in the hallways, or you can talk to Mrs. Butler or Mrs. Barnes.
While we're talking about cheer, there will be a mandatory tryout meeting on February 8th. And guys, there's a lot more coming up, so y'all should probably be writing this down.
And while you get out that pen and paper, be sure to keep listening. There was a shoe drive hosted by the Leap Club last week for Guatemala, but the deadline has been extended until tomorrow. So if you're anything like me, and you have way too many shoes, you can probably spare some.
You can drop off any shoes you have in room C201 or in any of the collection boxes around the school.
And if you're looking for something else to start off your weekend, you can swing by the auditorium tomorrow at 7 p.m. to witness the H Factor talent show.
Tickets are only $5 and can be bought when you walk in or on My Payments Plus.
And all the money raised will go to fund senior scholarships.
Yeah. Also, don't forget to go to the Bring Change to Mind meeting next Wednesday.
That will be after school in room C204.
Okay, so we have some bad news, but we also have some good news.
We do?
Unfortunately, we do not have a pack recap today, but we have our pack recap girl.
You think I'm gonna announce all this by myself?
I was
'Cause
hoping.
that's not happening.
Never mind, let's just start.
Okay, well, to start off, there will be wrestling matches today after school at Independence High School.
The girls and boys wrestling teams will all have the floor at 6 p.m.
Also today, our powerlifters will be competing.
Boys will be at the McKinney-Boyd Invitational, and girls will be at the Wiley Invitational.
And now for tomorrow, the boys wrestling teams will be on the Coyote Classic here at 9 in the morning.
Oof, that's a lot of wrestling. Good luck, y'all. Also tomorrow, there'll be a lot of basketball games.
Girls JV will be playing against Frisco High School here at 4:45 p.m. and varsity will follow them at 6 p.m.
Girls freshman basketball will be playing against Lebanon Trail here at 7:15.
And we can't forget about our boys. JV, freshman, and varsity will all be playing against Frisco High School here.
JV will start shooting nothing but net at 4:45 p.m. Freshmen will be playing at 6, and varsity will follow up at 7:15.
Now carrying on, girls JV and varsity soccer will be playing tomorrow against Lone Star High School here.
JV will kick it off at 5:30 p.m. and varsity will play at 7.
Kick it off, really?
It's soccer. I had to.
Whatever. Lastly, boys JV2, JV, and varsity will all be playing at Lone Star High School tomorrow.
JV2 will play at 4:30 p.m. JV will play at 6, and varsity will play at 7:30 p.m.
Y'all, we just gave you like 50 different chances where you can go support your Coyotes, so be sure to be there.
We'll be right back after this quick commercial break.
We have one dream.
To help people learn.
To help people travel.
We were labeled useless trash, and that's all we are to everyone.
They said, stop trying. You're wasting your time.
We made the journey, but it starts with you.
And because of you, we have achieved our goals of becoming useful recycled products.
You know, now I kind of wonder what this paper was made out of.
I don't know, but it'll probably be in the recycling bin after this show.
That's probably a smart idea. Well, to wrap up this show, be sure to follow us on Twitter.
And y'all should know our Twitter handle by now, but if you don't, all the information you need is at the bottom of the screen.
Well, with that said, I'm Ashton Needs.
And I'm Gabby Cardin.
And you stay classy, Coyotes.